now.
Okay.
I think we're recording. Oh, yeah, here we go. We are recording. You go for it.
Okay.
Oh,
So, hey, guys, if you look on one side of the screen, you got Bunnings' head with his headphones.
that's exactly right.
On
With my
my
beats
screen,
in.
recipes Australia, New Zealand.com.au.
Oh,
Check them out for, I'm not really sure what they do, but it's just on the mug.
Jesus.
And I'm drinking instant coffee with a bit of honey and some mushroom powder.
And
Mushroom,
mushroom powder.
not
Jeez.
very yummy, but
Yeah, that would taste terrible, just quietly.
Yeah.
That's not the tip of the week. Tip of the week is to not listen to Liam for hot beverage choices. That's terrible, bro.
Beautiful, mate. Drink it with
So you can see we're doing our isolation on the mat. I'm not really on a mat. I probably should have got one. So we stay authentic.
I'm on
the mat.
I'm on a posturepedic pillow. You know.
I'm also on a pillow in my bed.
Yeah. Okay.
In sunny Leichhardt. Not that sunny.
Got anyone there with you, mate?
Nah, mate, just me, myself, and I. Oh, I got a pretty good pillow though. I found this the other day. Boy, how good's that, bro? It's me. It's
How did
me.
you get that?
Bro, it's a secret.
That's fucking mad.
Only the strongest guy at Geo gets it. So.
Oh, I can't wait till that.
It might get passed down one day, maybe. You never know, bro. It might get passed down. Until then. No, I don't know. It's resting my laptop right now though, so it's gone.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, right. So hope everyone's been doing all right. This is a little weird for us as well, being on the mat in a Zoom call. It's a little different. Like I don't know where to look either. Like I don't know if I'm looking at my webcam or not. But we'll do our best with this and try and keep it as close to the usual as possible. So we'll start off with Monday, I think. So obviously we're a day late. We're going to be doing it today just because we were trying to fit it in with our schedules, guys. So I'm going to talk through Monday, Wednesday, and Friday because those are the days that I've been writing and Liam's been writing Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So today, our sort of Monday session has been more of like a body weight sweat fest. So we've always been hitting our ab workout, some sort of kettlebell workout, some sweating, so either like an AMRAP. Today, we're going to be hitting a 3 rounds of time workout. A whole bunch of single arm work, which we haven't done. Last week, we're hitting our dumbbell snatches. And then we're adding in some little bit of back work at the end of the workout with some planks. We've also been trying to add in our accessory work during the week, guys. So obviously trying to keep it interesting for you guys as well, hitting all the rowing and the running intervals. But if you have the time, always make sure you hit those. For example, today we have our accessory strength work with our seated presses and also 3-point rows, just adding some more push-pull to the program. But otherwise, the program we're trying to make as well-rounded as possible, starting off with that Monday, sort of get everyone loosened up for the rest of the week. And then we go to Tuesday, which is Liam's handstand work.
Tuesday, we'll do a nice sort of long warm-up. So I've been working with the pistol squats and the handstand stuff for the past few weeks, okay, that we've since we changed the program up on those Tuesdays. So we've been doing them in the EMOMs of every 2-minute style workouts, which have been good for building your positions. And you're not really going to that sort of failure point in those workouts, but you're still enough to build up that endurance and that sort of body awareness for those 2 movements. What we're going to be doing is applying that stuff from the past few weeks, okay, into like more of a Metcon scenario, okay. We'll be doing like this 5-minute handstand hold, and there'll be a catch every time you break. It'll be back against the wall, but instead of just having this structured sort of time that you're meant to be holding for, it'll be okay, how long can you hold for without breaking, with a punishment for when you break and stuff. So it'll be a sort of good one. You'll still do a little
punishment.
Punishment.
That's good. Yes, I'm excited for that.
But before that, you'll be doing a bit of a bit of quality work at 3 rounds to prime the movement, and then you'll go into that, and then you'll finish off with a little burner of an AMRAP, which has got some very small reps in it, which means you won't be able to break it up because it's too small to break up, and it will just really intense and burny. So
that's it. Lots of rounds in that one, I think. There should be lots of rounds.
Yeah.
Good. So pretty similar to what we did last week for our Wednesday. We're chucking in on Tuesday this week. We're sort of testing all the movements together. So we were doing all our long EMOMs around endurance work last Wednesday, and that's what Liam's put in for this week. We're going to be testing out your handstand capabilities in this workout, which will be lots of fun, and also the pistol work.
I like last Wednesday's one, how we had that structure of we've been doing those EMOMs for the past few weeks, and then you put in that
get it all together.
And it was good to see, everyone that I coached came in under that 20-minute
Yeah.
mark, means that they'd
Nice.
gotten some knowledge of how to break up the movement and knew what
Yeah.
they managed to the point where they didn't, completely fatigue themselves and finish after the 20-minute mark.
And know how to progress. Yeah. Know how to progress during the 5 rounds, as opposed to just like empty on the first 3. Like actually know how to go through it, which is good. So that's good. Fuck yeah. Cool. So Wednesday we're changing up a little bit. I've got a bit more of I wouldn't say bodybuilding focus. I've made a few changes just because we're both trying to figure out how we can get some extra like upper back pulling work in and some extra trap work in. Because obviously with all the pull-up work that we would be doing at the gym, we're just trying out finding and like trialing different ways of being able to get that extra pulling work in. And single arm pulling work in. So there's going to be a few different EMOMs going on this coming Wednesday and a few different body weight movements, which we haven't done before. I'm really excited for the 3 sets of max reps starts with an M, ends with an S, 2 words, body weight. They're going to be lots of fun for the hamstrings. And then some abs in there. So there's going to be a few fun movements on Wednesday. Make sure you come in for those. But yeah, it's going to be a bit of a change of pace from what we've been doing the past few weeks of our endurance work.
Did you say M or N?
N.
N,
M. A Mordic?
Yeah.
Mordic. Yeah. What's a Mordic? I don't know what that is.
Wait, can I have some more dick, please?
Oh, we are recording, bro. Come on, man. That's with a C, though. That's with a C. That's what he means. It's with a C, not a K.
Yeah.
It's with a C, obviously. Dickhead. Right, so that's the Wednesday. Absolutely ruined by Liam. No one's going to come in now. Then we have our Thursday, which has been our massive leg pump session, which everyone can thank Liam for.
Yes.
That one's been making me very sore whenever I've done this on my own in the mornings.
Yeah, I remember it was one of the early ones, and Luke told me earlier in the day that his legs were pretty sore from it and everything. And I was like,
walk properly for 3 days, bro, just from air squats.
Yeah.
And I was like, lighter.
Yeah. And I was like, I'll give it a go with Tash tonight. And I was really sore just from body weight shit. It was like I was getting through. Man. Who wrote this? And I was like, oh, it was me.
Fuck it. Yeah, Bunnings, dickhead. Blame him. It was Adam.
Yeah. But no, it was So I've been loving that sort of. We're still working with a little bit of that lower body sort of muscle endurance stuff. We've got a little bit more squatting in here and some more Romanian deadlifts. Okay, high rep stuff. We're doing 10 by 10 on one of them and a 10 by 15 on the other. So you'll be pretty sore through the hamstrings, glutes, quads in the days following. And then we've got some single leg work to help balance that out, help keep the knees stable. And you'll finish with a big old booty workout to finish off with, bodyweight booty workout, which will be good. I love a good glute pump.
Yes, they've also been very sore. Which is good. Okay, then we've got our last 2 days of the week, apart from our community sessions. But on the Friday, we've been sort of aiming for like a chipper workout. So I've been trying to adapt, and I know Liam's done that for the Saturday as well, adapt a few. For this week, it's going to be an old regionals workout, but adapting some of the more benchmark workouts to equipment that we have at home, which has been fun. We're always trying to find new and like fun ways to think of workouts / adapt them. So this one is from a 2014 regionals workout. So you guys, that's a little hint for you guys, but we've adapted it to the movements we're capable of. We then have a few movement cool down, sort of like full quality little workout at the end. But yeah, on our Fridays and our Saturdays, I think we're going to have to start adapting them because it's a bit of fun. Yes. Sorry.
That one's really nice.
That'll be long, bro. I reckon that's going to be even almost as, I won't say it's not going to be as hard as the regionals workout, but that second movement is hard.
Yeah.
Really hard.
But hard to do it. Hard to do it properly.
Oh, for sure, man. They're super taxing. I might actually hit it tomorrow in my morning session after I do the class, just to double check it. But so we're going to try and adapt a few more of those sort of benchmark workouts you may know to our sort of, body weight and kettlebell and dumbbell and barbell movements that we can do at home, hopefully. Anyway, that's our Friday. And then Saturday is also a really nice day. Saturday will be great fun.
A few variations of some workouts, some benchmark workouts that a lot of you will be familiar with. We got at-home versions of Fran, Grace, and Isabel. Okay, so slight variations to them to fit into your living room. Okay, you got a kettlebell, you got a gym. We'll be doing those. So Ads will be taking you through that in the morning.
Ads is going to be doing some clean and jerks with the trailer.
Yeah.
He's gonna put it overhead for you, ladies and gentlemen. He's gonna demo with it. He's gonna do a split jerk with the trailer.
Yes.
Adam Brown. I challenge you, Adam Brown, to do a clean and jerk with the trailer, bro.
Oh, bro. Yeah, and then it just had to be the side of it, man. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that's it. That'd look perfect. And make sure you film it and put it on Facebook and just go,
strong man.
Chow.
Yeah.
That'll be sick, Dave.
Yeah. And then so you'll finish with those 3 benchmarks, and then you'll have some arm work to do at the end. Okay, so arm endurance, some upper body pump, like we've been working with for the past few weeks.
Oh yeah.
A few people really sore after that first time of
far out. That was like, I feel like that must have been what the 10x10 must have felt like for my arms though. Like it took 6 days to recover. But then it wasn't. But to be fair, Saturday wasn't as bad. When I jumped in on Saturday wasn't as bad, and we still did a lot of curls that day. That was still a lot compared to
you've adapted. 100.
Yeah, I would say there would be some adaptation due to some progressions, some progressive overload, some might say. Cool. So we're gonna do. Should we do hero? Hero first? Hero of the week. So again, like we're gonna try and keep this as close to old school on the mat as possible. We're gonna call this COVID mat, on the mat with COVID, as opposed to the Bunnings and Diaz. So our hero Liam is going to announce.
We got so I'm gonna say Rich Colley.
Yes.
Rich Colley in the the last session of the day usually. There's been a lot of times where I know I have coached him just by myself, and he's been by himself in the class, and he's done it with Ads and Bun as well. It's just been the only one. Just on multiple occasions, just keeps turning up. Even if he's the only one there. He work out with his son Archer.
I was about to say Archer's usually there as well, though. He's not always alone. He's got Archer.
Yeah.
Archer's like climbing the fence, and Rich is still
climbing the fence behind him. Yeah. But he's just been hitting hard and just been very consistent with his training, and he's also getting in a lot of his own training outside of the class work. He's been searching up CrossFit bodyweight workouts and stuff. So he's been really wanting to progress and stuff still in this time period, and good to see.
It's awesome. Good. So good stuff, Rich. It's awesome. Hopefully he watches this. Send it to him. So I might have to email it. So then we go training tip of the week. Liam's had a bit of a bum back from lifting too heavy, from doing Russian programs too much.
So I was like, I usually when I'm in the gym, every day, sort of 2 or 3 times a day, I'm doing some core piece, like core workout, the abs or for anything, just the whole core, whether it's back extensions, ab work, whatever. And everything sort of moves really well, and I do it. My back can sort of handle a lot of volume. But since training at home, I haven't really been as diligent with my core work, just for little things like, I can't really do strict toaster bar or things like that. I just haven't really thought, I've sort of been like, and if I can't do that, I just won't do anything. I haven't really thought about it, which there is always stuff to do. But because of that, I've still been doing a lot of my squatting and deadlifting volume. I've been trying to do small of junior back squat and small of junior snatch group deadlift as well. And I've just sort of done so much of this extension work in my training, and not enough sort of flexion. And my back sort of flared up quite a bit.
It's in my back.
My bike. my bike. I was doing my squats.
I think it's final.
I can't stand up.
Oh no. So Liam's saying, make sure we do our core. That's why we've been chucking it in so much with our pieces, like say, for example, every Monday I've chucked in like an ab piece. In Liam's warm-ups that he's written, there's always been some sort of plank or a side plank. Like we've just been making sure we get it in there for that reason. And it's usually like not when you're doing a movement. Like Liam's back was wound up after doing all his training, and then when he was walking, his back squat out. Not after he had done one. It's generally random crap that like, you reach for something and then you're not prepped properly and then you hurt your back. So it's really good to make sure you're doing that training before you get to a stage where it is sore. So that's why we're chucking in so many core pieces. It's more prevention rather than trying to do like a short-term fix.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And it's like, even with a lot of this single leg work that we've been doing, some people have been saying, their glutes are getting pretty tied up.
Yeah.
And it's putting like a bit of pressure to their back and stuff, as well. Like doing that core work will help with that.
Exactly.
Stabilize that lower back a bit and not have to tighten up too much. On top of that, if you can also chuck in some glute stretches, some pigeon poses, some long stretches before bed at night, that would also help that. Just to keep the glutes loose. But yeah, core work and just keeping the hips loose will help with back pain. So that's tip of the week. Add in some core work.
Excellent. That's good. All right, so we'll go highlight. So my training's changed a fair bit from the past few weeks. So I've actually been doing like the majority of these bodyweight workouts we program just in my own garage, the den, I like to call it. But I've also been, I haven't been doing that much running. I did a bit the other day, but I went to Balmoral the other day. So I've been missing out on my swimming that I usually get every week. So I'm like a huge fan of swimming, not only just for my mental state, but it's also good for me to get outside and do a little bit of like light aerobic work. And it doesn't affect my weightlifting so much that I'm sore or tired the next day because I've done many, many laps in the past. So I did a run, swim, run at Balmoral yesterday, which was lots of fun. I think it was like, if everyone knows, there's the boat house side and then there's that little overpass bridge on the other side. I was doing a few sets of just swim out to the shark net, turn around, come back and run up and down the beach. Do that for about five sets. Oh, the boy would probably be, I don't think it'd be 100 meters, maybe. I'm sure I could research it. But it was like a good swim. I did about 4 or 5 sets of that. And that was like a lot of fun just to get out and run on the soft sand and get a bit of sun on me, which I'm probably going to do the same thing this Sunday.
Thank you, man. That sounds really good.
Yeah. Oh, it was good, man. Like the swim got really tiring because swimming in open water for me is very different to swimming in Tremoyne swimming pool. But it was actually really nice to get some sun on me as well. It made me feel really good. So that was my training highlight, just like getting out and getting in the water because that's always refreshes me. For my week. How about you, man? What was your training highlight?
Well, highlight of my week is every time I use my pull-up bar, my door frame doesn't break. So, anyway. That's not my highlight.
Joshy, get him fatter again. Come on, man. Where's the nutrition? He should be 100 kilos by now if he's doing smaller for 2 exercises.
I know. Well, I'm actually 95 kilos in the morning now.
Oh, you're going to be almost as heavy as I am. I'm 99 on the dot this morning.
Oh, really? Okay.
Bro, I've lost heaps of weight.
Yeah,
shit. Jacked, man.
Okay.
Jacked. Anyway, sorry, I'm interrupting you. Keep going.
Oh, no, you're so my actual highlight was just last Sunday, so not yesterday, a week ago. We're just going for like this mad long run that I do into like all the way to the end of Woolwich and then back out, and then as I'm coming out of Woolwich, turn left and go like along this path that takes you over the Gladesville Bridge.
Yep.
The Gladesville Bridge and come back. And all up, it's about 14 Ks. And it was just good to sort of just get out of the house because all the trainings that I've been doing has just been mainly at home or at Tane's place. So it's good to just sort of get out and, I had time to run. So it was, as I was going over the Gladesville Bridge, the sun was setting and everything. And I just sort of like, I almost forgot that I was running and I just got into this mad state where I was like looking at the sunset.
I teared up.
Started crying, man.
That's it.
I wondered what part of what I was looking at was my kingdom, and then this voice inside me said anything the light touches, and I just felt like I could go anywhere, man. It was just like I just And I was like, what about that dark place? And it's obviously not our kingdom. And so sometimes you just can't go
What
there.
was the dark place?
And you have to.
What was the dark place?
The bridge where the monsters live.
The monsters under the bridge.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I thought you were gonna say a suburb and throw some shade, but
oh no.
I wasn't ready for it. I mean, I was ready to throw some shade, but I'll just leave it for next time.
We stopped being scared of the monsters under our bed when we realized they were within us. Oh.
Anyway, that's another week of On the Mat. Yeah, right. Well, that's good. I'm glad you got to go and see the sunset.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Over the Chingill Bridge.
Yeah. And I was so sore. For like 4 days.
Oh.
My calves were fucked.
Yeah, I can imagine. Oh,
I haven't been on like any jumping, any plyometrics, like no skipping or anything. And so like my calves hadn't had like barely
adapted
lifts either. So no like plantar flexion in my ankle, just deadlifts. And so I was just so sore. Like
there's nothing more debilitating than like calf soreness.
I
hate not being able to walk with sore calves.
Man, with your Achilles?
Yeah. Oh, bro, it's the worst. Oh, it's so bad. You're just limping around the entire day. Anyway, not envious of that. Haven't had to worry about it. I'm actually not that sore. I'm pretty sore from my ankles. But my calves actually aren't that sore from running.
I suppose swimming really sort of flushes everything.
Yeah, it helped a lot.
And especially like that soft sand, because you were
running. It was in soft sand, yeah. So that was why it was so good. The soft sand was awesome.
All that like impact as well. That'd be nice, man.
That's it. What a side, hey? Me running in Budgie Smugglers would have been good. Giving the people in Balmoral something to look at. Yeah, lucky them, huh?
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
good. It was good. But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up, man. I don't know if there's anything else to mention. So, if all goes well, I'm going to post this to the social page.
Yep.
I might get Adam to email this out to everyone, but I need to figure out what happens next. Do I stop recording?
Or just like we'll post it on probably YouTube.
Oh, on YouTube, true.
And then what he can do is just email the link. So
yeah, that would be a lot easier, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that. Okay. All right. Guys, get a touch. Get a high fives. Get a video high five. Fist bumps.
Yeah.
All right. I think we'll call it there.
Just end the recording. Don't end the meeting. So.
Yeah. I'm stopping the recording. 3, 2, 1.